and welcome back. How you doing today or tonight, depending on your time zone. Lewis here, back with another replay for the HMS Belfast, with Ajlane Belfast as the commander. Skills, it's obviously based straight down to nowhere, and risk concealment with shooting from smoke screens. Skills wise, I'm using Ingenious, her unique skill smoke screen, Lights Fortress, Fixated, and By the Book for survivability. Inspirations wise, I'm using Charles Manning for traverse and reload time, and Genichi Makar for concealment. It's actually a pretty decent match, to say the least. I didn't do anything spectacularly crazy, to say the least. So, yeah. However, what I did manage to do was actually get the team to somewhat cooperate, shall we say, and they did it fairly well, to be totally honest. So, in just a moment, we'll get the post-match results screen. That's it. Just over 170,000 credits, over 2,600 XP, 134 global XP, and just obviously over 2,600 quad XP, almost 50,000 damage, over 100 shells on targets, one plane shot down. Only got one sinking in this round, 2 Citadel hits on a cruiser, I think it was. One site A fire, and that was it. And I made a bit more post milestone 100 campaign progress. So, without any further ado, let's crack on into the match. And of course, if you have a Twitch account, find me on twitch.tv/r_Lewis_88. And as always, you'll find me streaming World of Warships Legends throughout the week fairly consistently. Of course, as so you probably know, at the time of recording this, recently I haven't been feeling very well, but I'm now feeling a bit better than I have been, so obviously I have to get more YouTube videos back up and running and so on and so forth. Woohoo, go me, right? So, now map-wise, we're on the Northern Waters map for this match. And straight away, as soon as we start, I do not stick around on this side of the map. I go straight towards the Alpha side instead, or the western side of the map. Main reason being, shall we say, the bulk of our firepower is over on that side. So I think to myself, you know what, rather than being over here, just being a couple of battleships, it might be better just go towards the opposite side and just get there as quick as I can. And obviously help out if I need to be, but instead, I somewhat coordinate the firepower, to say the least. But we'll get to how to do that shortly. Oh, excuse me, come through. It'll just almost scrape paint off that battleship. I think that's a West Virginia. And of course, the entire enemy team is going to be to the north side of the map, so I'll point my camera towards that side of the map to get all my turrets traversed in that direction. And granted, I won't be firing for a while, but it's good to be prepared at times, right? And of course, yeah, lots of radio spam going on right now. Everyone's like, radio spam, this, and this. Which is not always a good idea, to say the least. Sometimes it just, you just need, just very obvious radio commands rather than spamming everything on the radio command wheel, shall we say. So there's a Queen Elizabeth and some other battleships already spotted. There's a Colorado. But yeah, straight away we're already capturing Flag Alpha. And there's a little destroyer over there just off to my starboard bow doing that job. And a cruiser on Alpha team also helps with the capture point. So good good going Aoba, good going. Ain't gonna lie, that Aoba is a massive help to this team throughout this entire match. I'm just gonna say it right now. Now, of course, I have a cruiser, a couple of battleships in front of me. And now, I think they're intending on going towards the Charlie side of the map. But I just simply asked them very nicely in just a moment, I need support. And thankfully, they said, okay, let's hit the brakes and turn around. Apart from New Mexico. So of course everyone's taking pot shots at the enemy team. And of course I'm just simply on the radio commands asking everyone that's pretty much next to me for support, you know, come and help me push this side of the map essentially. Oh, and the enemy team just captured the Charlie point. But we're not too focused. I'm not no reason for concern because we captured the Alpha point before they even got to the Charlie point. So we're ahead on points at least. Not by much, but still ahead. So of course asked these two to give me a hand. And a destroyer says, yeah, sure thing. So I'm not going to complain there. And here's our first catch of the day, the Miyoko. So of course I'll simply say, hey team, Miyoko over there, start firing. And of course, everyone just quite happily obliges that request. And of course there's also a Pensacola off to my starboard bow as well. Yeah, I think that Pensacola's trying to kill me, I'm just saying. But he doesn't get very far. Because, technically speaking, the Pensacola is a heavy cruiser. It just doesn't have the armour for a heavy cruiser. So, like I said, that Miyoko's very nearly dead. He's going to be gone in just a moment. And sayonara. Of course, I'll compliment my teammate for the kill. And of course, that Pensacola's still being persistent, so what else do? Well, we just literally just unload on him. Oh, and Miyoko's last-ditch panic torpedoes, and they just don't do anything. And in just a moment, I'll be taking a few big chunks of damage from battleships. If they'd been low, if they'd had to default large high explosive instead of arm piercing, I'd have been in more trouble than I am right now. Of course, battleship AP damage versus light cruiser tends to be over penetrations rather than full pens and sitting hits, thankfully. So of course I'll hit the brakes, drop smoke screen here, because while my teammates are spotting, I can start to fire on these two. So with the little amount of health I have remaining, I can't do anything else to risk it at this point. But what I can do for the next minute and 30 seconds is unload as many AP and high explosive shells as possible on these two battleships. And of course I simply say to the rest of the team, hey guys, we've got two battleships over here, help out if you can. And to the credit, the rest of the team actually starts doing that in just a few moments. Oh, something to chuck a chunk of that Queen Elizabeth. Like I said, just coordinating firepower from here. Yeah, Queen Elizabeth starting to turn bowing towards me, so I'll switch to high explosive. And luckily for me, that Queen Elizabeth is pointing her guns in completely the wrong direction. And of course, my fire damage is slowly ticking over. Of course, that's another Queen Elizabeth off the map. Now we can all focus on just that one over there. At this point, they're broadside to me, so I'll switch back to arm-piercing shells. And say for the superstructures instead of the actual arm belts. Yeah, I'll do a little bit of damage here and there, but nothing too crazy. Nelson just finished the Queen Elizabeth, so another good salvo there. So at this point, this side of the map is basically ours, so I simply say to over the radio, okay guys, go for capture point Bravo, and that straight away Aoba's like, yep, got it. Doesn't even argue, just gets on with it. Like I said, told you Aoba's going to be a good team player. So, not much really happens for the time being, apart from me just making my way over to the Bravo capture point as quickly as humanly possible. Unfortunately, New Mexico does request help, but we're all too far away to really do anything. So we have, unfortunately, we have to just focus on capturing the flags instead. Plus, on top of that, it'd probably be too risky to really turn around to get down and help out. However, the New Mexico thinking, okay, I'm probably not going to get support, so I'm just assuming this is what they're thinking. Support might take too long to actually get to and I might die. So he just simply points the bow towards his enemy and starts going reverse and doing as much as he possibly can to them. So he's not panicking or anything, he's just going to go bow in, do as much as they can down south. Unfortunately, trying to get the shores off to my starboard bow to cooperate to going to Bravo instead of Charlie, yeah, it wasn't quite happening, unfortunately. I did ask him to get back to, go to Bravo instead of Charlie, but I don't know what they're thinking, to be honest. Yeah, I think that Shores is more interested in obviously farming damage and shells on target or whatever the case may be. And the enemy destroyer just sank out in New Mexico. And of course, the enemy's going to take capture point Delta in a moment. There we go. Well, that's no major biggie because our Aoba from earlier is going to take the Bravo point in just a moment. And of course, Shores obviously just got sunk there as well. So, yeah, we're still maintaining 2 capture points. And about 90 points advantage over the enemy team. So of course we've taken Bravo now, so I think to myself, okay, issue a simple request, go capture point Charlie if you can get there. And straight away Aoba was like, yep, no problem, I'm going to give it a go as well. Now seriously, this Aoba was an absolute treasure for this team in this round, I ain't gonna lie. Nelson just removed North Carolina from the map. Yep, that Nelson, the 16-inch guns, they're not playing games. Well, we are playing the game, but they're not playing games in this game. If you're not, whatever. They're just doing a good job at sinking stuff. Let's just leave it at that. Oh, there's the enemy Tennessee to my starboard side. Yeah. So of course I'm thinking at this point I'm trying to get to Charlie or leave it to Aoba. And of course, before long, that enemy Tennessee wanders into main gun range, so I think, okay, I'm not going to go for a cap, I'm going to just help out try and sink the Tennessee, which actually turns out to be the only kill I'm going to get in this match. I'm not going to complain, no, I'm not going to complain. You know, the kill's a kill. And a little dig, and that's it. And that's all I'm getting for this round. But at this point, the enemy destroyer's pretty much just given up, so I think they just booked it to the edges of the map and didn't bother trying to 180 and try and take any of us down afterwards. So at this point, yeah, we've just got up, we've essentially got free reign over the entire map. Yeah, we're about to take catch point Charlie. Aoba will take that shortly. And I think it's Nelson that even has got taking Delta. Still got about a minute or two left of the video, so I'm going to say it's now in advance. Obviously, if you enjoyed the video, do consider nudging that subscribe button and ringing the notification bell. And of course, if you have a Twitch account, obviously jump over to twitch.tv/r_lewis_88, and you'll find me on there, like I said, streaming warships throughout the week fairly consistently. And from time to time, I do also like to play other games as well. So yeah, get on in there and see what we're getting up to throughout the week. So yeah, we've now got 34 capture points. There's no point worrying about capture point delta. I decided to fire a few blind shots just so I get a potential to destroy, but doesn't happen. And that's the round, essentially. Yeah, we're done. We win. Yeah, as always, thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Hope you enjoyed. And as always, I'll catch you next time. Oh, and we just hit another steel badge milestone. Way. So I said, yep, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you all next time, you crazy, awesome people. Boom.